Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. So I had a lot of different messages come through in different ways during the week of the super blue moon, and I'll be sharing those today, including a beautiful ceremony in which Wovoka came through, who was a Paiute shaman, mystic, and medicine man. I was guided to do this ceremony on September 1st, and later was shown that there was a massive energy spike in the Shaman resonance that day. I will also be sharing a dream, 2 visions, spirit animal encounters, an intuitive full moon energy read, and an oracle card today. So this will be a message-packed episode today. The first thing I wanted to share was a dream I had right before the full moon. In the dream, I was taken to an underground area that was surrounded by red rock. Even though it was underground, it had a soft light and it felt safe. There were silhouettes of people walking around as if they lived there. I immediately recognized it, and I told my guide in the dream that I remembered it and that I had been there before. The next morning, a video popped up on my feed from a channel called Question the Narrative, and she was talking about an underground civilization in the Grand Canyon and how many artifacts were found there and are being hidden by the Smithsonian. I'll see if I can find that video and post it in the comments with a link if you're interested. So my husband Michael and I went into ceremony a few days later, and we called in the ancestors with drums and shakers. Wovoka came forward and began to speak with me and show me things. He shared with me things that are personal, but some of it also felt like it was meant for the collective. This is what he said during the ceremony, after we offered him our ceremonial pipe. I am Wovoka. I am here to work with you as we all receive instruction from the Creator. I am continuing this instruction in spirit. I work through the two of you now as you are matter on earth. This is how we are bringing heaven to earth, by working together. I am stoking this fire to let you know that the fire within your hearts will begin to burn more brightly in the days ahead. Your passion for music and poetry will grow. You may find yourself being called to travel. The Creator brings resources. As you make your way to reach people, trust that you will be moving their hearts and souls with your unstoppable force. You will gain the respect an elder deserves. We of the spirit realms know you have been thanklessly tarrying through long and hard and often difficult circumstances. I show you many past lives that humanity has also endured alongside you. We have all been through many cycles. It is time to release and let go now. My beloved friends, we are connected, not just as one collectively, but through deep personal connection, through past lives in Paiute tribes, as well as in spirit. This is why we continue our spiritual work together. It is an important time now. Things are coming to fruition. We have been working and waiting a long time for restoration. I now knight and crown you with gifts of the Spirit, kings and queens of the Golden Dawn. Know your place in the kingdom as leaders of the new earth. After these words came through, I was shown a mountain lion pacing back and forth. I heard the words, "Get ready." In my last video, I mentioned I saw this animal in meditation, and I looked up the spirit animal meaning, and the energy it carries is indeed leadership. I also saw the face of Sitting Bull appear at the end of this ceremony. He said, "We are all one. The fire is exposing disharmony. Do not be afraid of what we are witnessing. All that is not in balance is breaking down. If you would like to know more about Wovoka's vision for the ghost dance, I'll put a link to that in the comments as well. I get the feeling that what he saw and what he started is not finished yet. Sometimes visions and prophecies take a long time to come to fruition, and from what he is saying, the time might be getting closer for restoration of Mother Earth that he was asking for in this ghost dance ceremony. The next thing I wanted to share is a vision I had of a field of bluebells. I saw a gray horse, and the horse laid down in the bluebells and rolled over on his back. I heard the word tranquility. I did a little research on this and found that bluebells can indeed represent tranquility. But in ancient Celtic times, warriors also wore them in their helmets during times of war, as a symbol of bravery and connection to spirit. The gray horse can also represent war. The fact that the horse lay down with his belly in the air may represent submission to spirit during war, as I have been told we are in a final battle. Gray horses can also symbolize seeing the silver lining in life's troubles, and can be a reminder that conflict will be resolved in the end. Horse symbolism in general can represent endurance, valor, freedom, travel, determination, beauty, majesty, and spirit. The oracle card I pulled this morning seems to clarify and confirm this message. This card is from the Isis deck, and it's called Divine Destiny. It reads, "The divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with a worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself into the cause. It might be by bringing in more wisdom, focus, and intelligence, or surrendering to the divine. The warrior within has great inner resources and determination." The next thing I experienced this week was a series of encounters with the praying mantis. A brown one was on our car after we arrived at a pond that we like to walk our dog at. Then 2 tiny ivory yellow-colored mantis were brought to my attention when I was bending down to pick up fallen sticks after a windstorm. They were like a needle in the haystack as they blended in perfectly with the grass, but I happened to look right where they were sitting. The last one I saw was a large green praying mantis that I flicked off of my shoulder after I felt a little prick from it, and this was inside my house after I had been pruning some branches. I seem to get messages from these beings for the last few summers. Praying mantis can symbolize patience, strength, power, wisdom, and perseverance to attain goals. This animal also has crossover meanings with the cougar, which I've been seeing lately, in that it can be a bridge between the worlds of matter and spirit, as are shamans. The mantis is bold and brave when facing a threat. It calmly and purposefully raises its wings and arms, looking as big as possible, and doesn't run. The mantis, symbolic of spiritual stillness, awareness, boldness, clairsentience, survival, and camouflage, intuition, personal power, and balance. People walking with mantis energy or medicine are typically spiritual in some way and may have prophetic capabilities, as well as an interest in mysticism. Another spirit animal I saw this morning was a pair of woodpeckers in my backyard. Woodpeckers can be monogamous. They are empathetic. They are also associated with prophecy, as are shamans, and their knocking mimics the drumming of the shaman. They can offer the medicine of unshackling ingenuity and creativity. I think some of us have definitely felt that we are in a frustrating holding pattern right now. But it feels like this may be ending soon, as these animals seem to be saying. This bird is also about nonconformity and an understanding of patterns, cycles, and rhythms in the world around us. In Native American culture, this bird can be seen as the protector of humankind. It has a profound connection with Mother Nature and the heartbeat of the earth. So it has its proverbial finger on the earth's pulses. Woodpecker can also indicate being responsive to all the opportunities knocking at your door and employing creativity, wisdom, and perseverance for maximum benefits. Do not give up or get distracted. Keep navigating ahead and endeavor to restore the spirit of the past. It never gives up and finds worth even in the most hopeless of circumstances, and ends up with remarkable outcomes. So I think that one was definitely not only for me, but for many of us in the collective. So another thing I wanted to share was a vision that I had as I was waking up this morning. I simply saw a golden field that seemed ready to harvest. Then I saw the angel Moroni fall off of the Mormon temple spire in Salt Lake City. I am not going to guess what this is about right now, but I would rather see if something plays out with it or maybe do a channeling about it in the future. But a few years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard the phrase, "earthquakes are coming." Not long after that, we did have an earthquake here. And some might believe that it's an underground dam being destroyed, and I'm not sure about that. But the impact of that shaking was so strong that the angel did actually get bumped off of the temple spire. Not completely, but it was kind of just hanging there. So I'm not sure why I'm being shown this again, but I'm sure this will come to light in divine timing in the future. It may just be symbolic of more exposure of corruption in the church coming to light, or it getting knocked off of the pedestal that it's been in for a very long time. The last thing I wanted to share is a quick intuitive energy read I did on the day of the super blue moon. This full moon brings dense energy as Mother Earth and her inhabitants are purging old paradigms and ways of being that no longer serve them. It is bringing everything that is not in harmony with the Christed light to the surface for all to witness. No longer will darkness be able to find places to hide. Breathe deeply and set intentions to release the old with the out-breath. You can do this. Embrace new ideas and new directions that may come into your awareness in the coming months that are more in balance with organic timelines. Turn on some music that makes you feel joy and move your body. Shake out old energy. Do something simple to elevate another. Even a genuine compliment can make a person's day. Disengage from people, places, systems, beliefs, and narratives that make you feel less than the free and sovereign royalty that you truly are. Remember your divinity. Your divine presence is making a difference in this world. We are challenging old leadership and demanding better. We are moving into the light of a new golden dawn. We are turning what has been inverted back to its rightful place of cosmic order. We are bringing heaven to earth. We are doing this together as we are all one, moving back into unity consciousness. So be it. Thanks so much for being here, and if you would like to make a donation or book a session, please go to redmountainshaman.com. Please share to like-minded people if you feel inspired, and please press like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be reminded of my weekly videos. I'll post links to that site and our music below. Have a great week, and I'll make a new video soon. Take care.